Welcome to So Very Easy. My name is Laura, and hairbands or headbands are a really handy thing to know how to make. Doesn't matter who's wearing them. The idea is to keep the hair off of our face and, well, look nice at the same time. So regardless if we're working, doing sports, or just want to look nice, it's nice to be able to know how to make them. Now they really do need to be made with something a little bit stretchy, just because it's more comfortable and it's easier to get on and off. So we could use old t-shirts, old clothing, and cut them up, or we can use little pieces of cloth that we've made garments from, or we can just go out and buy fabric that we are really going to want to wear. Because fabric has a different stretch to it, there is no exact pattern, but I'd like to share with you how I determine the size that I need to cut. And it's all going to be according to my head. So the first thing we need to do is have some stretchy fabric. This piece is just a little bit over 11 inches, so I can cut it in half and make two or make a wide one. So a lot of times what I have will determine what size I'm going to make. I'm going to leave it nice and big, but I do want to have it look good on both sides, so I will be sewing this together. So the first thing I'm going to do is fold that fabric and hold it together. The next thing is very simply wrap it around my head so I know what measurement I'm going to want. So I'm going to hold the one end and wrap it around until I find the comfort area that I want. So for this piece of fabric, that is the measurement I'm going to need. And it happens to be 19 inches. So I'm going to cut off that one piece. So it's going to be 11 inches by 19 inches to start. If we really want to check it, we could just pin it and try it on our head. But because this one has a lot of stretch, I'm not too worried about it. I'm going to match up those right sides, and I'm going to stitch this long end. I'm going to stitch a little bit here, leave a little bit of an opening, and then stitch all the way down. Because this is a very stretchy fabric, I am going to be using a thread designed for stretch knit fabrics. It's a new thread on the market. It's called SERAFLEX, and it does have some flexing, but you can always use a serger or regular thread. So I'm going to close this and leave just a little bit of an opening. So we have that stitching done with an opening. Put a mark on each side of that fold. We're going to fold this in half. This mark is going to end up on this side. This mark is going to end up on this side. So just fold this all in half. When we fold it in half, we have this tube. But what we want to do is take that top portion and turn it. And that's where those little marks are going to come in handy. So it won't matter what direction we're going to go. Just walk that over until you come close to that center mark and put that seam where the center mark is. Which means this seam is now going to be at a center mark. It's still a tube, but the seams are not lined up. They're twisted. So when we match up those edges, we have a seam on this side and a seam on this side. Match up those edges and stitch across. Once that seam's done, we're going to be able to turn it inside out right from that opening. So just pull everything out. So the seam in the back is closed. We do have that little opening that we can close if we want, but if the fabric doesn't fray, I would just leave it. And that has given us that twist in the front. So when we put it on, we have that twist in the front and that seam along the back. So we can wear the twist to the side, to the center, anywhere we want. We can wear it with our hair up, and it has a nice clean back, or we can wear it with our hair down. Hair up or down, short or long, for sports, for whatever we want to do. They're quick, they're easy to make, and by measuring the fabric around your own head, well, we're going to be sure that it fits our head. Mine worked out great at 19 inches and that 11 inches folded in half. I do hope you have some fun making these. I know I do. And thank you for joining me today on Sew Very Easy. Feel free to subscribe, and as always, come on back. Let's see what we're working on next time in the sewing room. Bye for now.